Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nation TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mass, okay? And we are here to talk about Yaya Mayweather and NBA YoungBoy and also Meghan McCain. Yes, we got a couple of things to talk about at this point, okay? For those of you who probably missed it, if you did miss our special Whether You Like It or Not panel, which featured myself, Yah Curtis, Simply Sakina, Terrence, Josiah, who was hosted by, and also Really BTV guest starring Chocolate Beauty 81 and my cousin Reggie. We were all on Josiah's channel for the special episode of Whether You Like It or Not panel, where we were talking about the reunion fashions. Okay, so if you have not seen it, y'all better go over to the Josiah's World TV's channel and go see it. If you need the link is on my community wall. I made a whole post about it, so be sure to tune in for that. Okay, now we're going to start this thing off with Meghan McCain. Now, you already know that Meghan McCain is no longer on The View. When she announced that she was leaving The View, it was all positive, Care Bear type of bullshit, but we already know that these girls really don't like Meghan McCain like that. We already knew that, right? Okay, so now Meghan McCain is in the news basically saying that Whoopi Goldberg turned on her. And she also said that she had a breakdown when Joy Behar said that she didn't miss her. And she said that the show has a toxic work environment. Okay, now we got an article here from the jasminebrand.com. Shout out to the Jasmine Brand. Y'all know I get most of my tea from the Jasmine Brand, and every article that I'm reading on tonight's episode of Yes for the Mess all comes from the Jasmine Brand. So shout out to the Jasmine Brand for supplying us with the tea. So we're going to get on into this article really quick. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. So as it reads, Meghan McCain is opening up about her experience for working with The View. And an expert of her up-and-coming audio memoir, Bad Republican, the 36-year-old television host addresses the toxic work environment in her relationship with her former co-host, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar. Meghan McCain joined the cast of The View in 2017. On working with Whoopi Goldberg, she says that the two weren't close, but warm and friendly. She added, "When I joined The View in 2017, I felt a connection to Whoopi. She had made a promise to my father that she would look after me, and she kept her word for the first 2 years that I was on the show." She went on to suggest that Whoopi Goldberg turned on her. The thing about Whoopi, though, is that she yields so much power in culture and television, and once she turns on you, it can create an unfathomable tension at the table. And I found her open disdain for me more and more difficult to manage as the years went on, and it became more frequent. She continued, "Occasionally, if the show's political discourse veered into territory that she found disagreeable, Whoopi would cut me off, sometimes harshly. Once in the middle of a heated debate on live TV, Whoopi singled me out and said, 'Girl, please stop talking. Please stop talking right now.' It instantly trended on Twitter, and it really hurt. Another time she answered something I said by blurting out, 'Okay,' in a tone that declared that she was both baffled and disgusted by what I had just said. This reaction also went viral and left a scar on our relationship. Day after day, week after week, these things took a toll." Meghan says the incident was horrible and humiliating. It was horrible. To her credit, Whoopi apologized the next morning. "I would apologize when I messed up. I fucked up a lot on that show. It was humiliating for me. I'm a serious person. I felt like I was being talked to like I was a child and a brat. And when things will go viral on Twitter and people write things, it really does impact you. I felt very lonely." Following the birth of her daughter, Liberty, McCain says that she suffered from severe postpartum depression. She recalls in the days leading to her return that the postpartum anxiety got even worse. My husband, Ben, was very honest with my doctor and said she's having a hard time and it's more than depression. I had a hard time letting anyone else hold her but me. I became even more worried that someone would try to hurt Liberty to punish me. I would even have panic attacks taking her in the stroller because I was afraid that someone would try to push me down and run off with her. She added, I would hear from viewers saying that I looked so sad on The View in the winter of 2020. McCain also talked about her relationship with Joy Behar. According to McCain, the two initially worked well together because they were both strong and unemotional. But after returning from maternity leave, Joy Behar made it clear that she did not miss Megan, causing her to have an emotional breakdown, she said. I had postpartum anxiety. When I was back, I was really nervous. It was like starting TV all over again, and I felt unsteady. I was just trying to make a joke. You miss me so much. She added, after the show, I went back to my office and I had a panic attack. I couldn't stop crying, and I'm not always crying. I couldn't compose myself. I threw up in a garbage can. I was so overcome. This is my narrative. I came back from maternity leave and no one missed me. I knew it was going to be everywhere. And I was just so confused because women, when they have babies, should be treated respectfully when they come back to work. Although there were happy times during her 4-year stint on the talk show, McCain suggested in her memoir that the environment was also toxic because of the demons that had not been on the environment. She said, but there's stuff that happens on The View that shouldn't be allowed. For whatever reason, there's a deep level of misogyny about the way that The View is covered and written about in the media, where tabloids are always writing about the co-hosts hating each other backstage. And we're like the network's crazy cousin. HR reports seem to fall on deaf ears, starting from years before I worked there. And as a result, people both on camera and off feel empowered to act however they like and do whatever they want. In my 4 years there, I was the target of plenty of shade, too much to even begin to recount. And then I experienced more toxic and direct, purposeful hostility. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Meghan McCain officially parted ways with The View in July 2021, which was a surprise to our co-host. On July 1st, 2020, I announced that live on air that I was leaving The View after 4 years. My co-hosts learned about my decision that morning and the shock registered on their faces. I've been talking to ABC's higher ups for weeks about leaving, up until the week before. They were trying to convince me to stay and finish out my 2 years on my contract. I told them that it was too late and I had to get out. When discussing if she would return to the show, she said, no, it would be like looking at an ex-boyfriend's Instagram. Like, what's the point? And that was the article from the Jasmine brand about Meghan McCain. Now, here's what I got to say about it. Let me quickly touch on Meghan McCain just real quick, okay? First of all, girl, you talking about that you felt like they was talking to you like you were a brat. Girl, you a brat. You've always been a brat. And anytime nobody speaks the way you want them to or do things that you would prefer that they do, you can't handle it. You definitely can't handle it. And you always act as if you're above and you act like you have everything in your corner and you just act as if you're right and everybody else is wrong. And that's just not the way it cuts, Megan. So you can stop it with the victim act. You was just as nasty, just as vicious, just as shady as the rest of them, okay? And for you to sit and you talking about you didn't appreciate them talking to you like you was just a brat, but in the same article, you sat up here and you said that when Joy Behar said that she didn't miss your ass, you had a nervous breakdown. For what? Because a bitch said that she didn't miss you? What exactly did you want her to do? Lie to your face and say that she missed your ass? No, I would rather her keep it all the way 100 and say, nah, girl, I ain't miss you. I don't fuck with you like that. That's just the basis of the situation. She don't fuck with you like that, my girl. So stop it. Stop it, Megan. You really try. You are the true definition of a Karen. I just want you to know that you are very much a true definition of a Karen. And I'm going to need you to sit the fuck down. Now, well, I miss Meghan McCain on the show. Only for one reason and one reason only. Is to see her get drugged every day. Megan never ceases to amaze me by how she gets dragged and how she always says stuff and put her foot in her mouth every single time. And it's always enjoyable to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. It really, really is. So shout out to Megan McCain for giving us great television and always getting drugged by everybody on the cast of The View. I just want to say that because I already knew that Joy didn't fuck with her ass. So, and Joy was the only one that did not give her no fake ass speech when she was leaving, like everything was all Gucci, because she knew that it wasn't. So shout out to Joy for not being fake with her ass when she left. Okay, so we're gonna move on to NBA YoungBoy. Now he's been denied bond as prosecutors reference his recent in jail fight and disturbing behavior. Now we finna move over here to NBA YoungBoy, so let's talk about it, honey. So we're gonna get into this article, which is also from the Jasmine brand. Now it looks like the NBA YoungBoy may remain in jail for a little while longer. Now back in March, NBA YoungBoy has, also known as NBA YoungBoy. YoungBoy Never Broken Again. That's what NBA stands for. Was arrested in LA for evading authorities and possessing 2 firearms. Since then, the rapper, who just turned 22 while behind bars, has had his bond revoked and denied twice. This past Monday, October the 18th, NBA YoungBoy had a court hearing to address post-release plan. Specifically, the Slime Belief rapper and his legal team attempted to persuade the courts to allow him to get out on bond and relocate to northern Utah, where he'd construct an in-home recording studio supposedly remain out of trouble. However, prosecutors shot down these plans, referencing NBA YoungBoy's disturbing behavior as a reason to keep him locked up. Specifically, the prosecution argued that NBA YoungBoy cannot stay out of trouble and brought up a recent fight he was allegedly involved in behind bars. While the exact details of the altercation are unknown, prosecutors suggest that NBA YoungBoy getting into fights despite jailhouse security is a sign that he'll get into trouble out in Utah. NBA YoungBoy remains incarcerated in St. Martin Parish Jail in St. Martinville, Louisiana. He does not currently have a listed release date on the jailhouse's website. The news comes shortly after reports that the rapper called on President Joe Biden to release him. A Change.org petition was launched in effort to free NBA YoungBoy, and it has garnered over 155,000 signatures so far. Okay, now that was the tea about NBA YoungBoy not necessarily being released like he was supposed to. And to be honest, I think he should stay exactly where the fuck he is, because obviously he's not learning. NBA YoungBoy is a menace, and he needs to stay where he at until he really learns his lesson. I don't understand the appeal about his ass anyway. I know that my younger brother listens to his music, which I do not like. I don't like the fact that he does listen to his music. I feel like he's a depressed soul. He's a demon, and he needs to get his shit together. He may need to sit there for a little while. Sometimes these young boys don't realize that everything in life is not going to be given to you, and you still sitting up here fucking up even while you in jail. You got this post-prison plan, but yet you still doing the same shit that you was doing before you went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I know that he's still young and he really don't know no better, but at this point, we can't keep on blaming age for a lot of things, because sometimes people be my age, which is 32, and still doing some fucked up ass bullshit. So at the end of the day, I don't know what it's going to take for NBA YoungBoy to really get himself together and get on the right path, but he really do need to do right. And don't he got kids? Like, he needs to do better for himself and just realize that not everybody gets to have the type of opportunities that he has. I mean, he has a record deal. He has albums out that people purchase. Don't know why they purchased that depressing ass music, but people may say the same thing about my fave, who was K. Michelle and Mary J. Blige. But that's another story. But I just, like I said, I don't know much about NBA YoungBoy. The only time I hear about him is when he's in the blogs and when I got to talk about him. But he seems like a guy that really needs a lot of guidance. He needs a lot of therapy, and he needs to get his life in order before he's able to get out here with the rest of us that's in society. Okay, he's already been in a jail fight since he's been in jail, already showing disturbing ass behavior. And child, I don't know what else to be said at this point. NBA YoungBoy, you got to get your shit together before you get yourself out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Sometimes you just got to suffer that punishment before you get yourself back into society. So you might get to sit there for a little while, but that's what happens when you don't learn your fucking lesson, period, okay? So we're finna move on to Yaya Mayweather, who is facing up to 20 years in prison for allegedly stabbing the mother of NBA Youngboy's child. Okay, so we still on NBA Youngboy and all this prison talk. So we're about to get into this particular story, okay? And this is really sad. This is sad. It never gets that serious about a nigga. It never gets that serious. But let's talk about it. And it's like I said earlier, this article is also, I'm sorry. This article is also from the jasminebrand.com. So we about to get right on into this shit real quick. So Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather, is facing serious legal trouble. As previously reported, she was arrested in April of 2020 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She's accused of stabbing NBA Youngboy's baby mother, LaPatra Lachey Jacobs, I think that's how you pronounce it, multiple times, which resulted in serious injuries. According to reports, Yaya Mayweather is facing up to 20 years in prison for the assault. The 21-year-old welcomed a baby boy with her on and off again boyfriend, NBA Youngboy, this past January and hasn't addressed her legal troubles. The baby together is the 21-year-old rapper's seventh child. 7 children. Oh my God. She did, however, show support for NBA Youngboy in March. He was arrested in connection to a drug bust and he was charged with 1 count of illegal possession of firearms by a felon and possession of an unregistered weapon. Because of his arrest, Yaya Mayweather posted a story to her Instagram page with her newborn wearing a onesie that said, "Free my daddy." What are your thoughts on Yaya Mayweather's legal issues? Okay, and this is the last story for this edition of Yes for the Mess. So let me just tell you this. It's a sad case. It's really a sad case. Like, I have never seen a bunch of young people that are just destined to be in somebody's jail cell. Like, it's really ridiculous. And the fact that you are a mother and you're that young and you're about to spend half of your life in jail, y'all don't really think about stuff like that. And I know that there were people when I was coming up that was doing dumbass things and outrageous things like this, like getting themselves involved with the wrong people, going to jail, doing this, doing that. I know it was. But sometimes it's just so hard to believe that there are young people that are really risking themselves in their own lives to just do stupid shit. Like, you stabbing this boy baby mama, and for what? What good is that gonna do? Oh, it already showed you what good that's gonna do. It's gonna get you set right. You're gonna sit you right there in jail. It's gonna sit you right there in jail. And for what? After it's all over with, what you in jail for? Stabbing somebody? It's not cute and it's not right. Y'all got to get y'all shit together for real. Y'all got to get y'all shit together because it's not cute. It's not cute at all. And I feel sorry for y'all, real shit. You and NBA Youngboy and the young lady that was stabbed and had to suffer through those injuries. Like, what's the point of you stabbing somebody? You have a child and your child ain't gonna fucking know you because you're facing up to 20 years in jail at the ripe age of 21. Meaning you ain't gonna see the free world until you're 40. And that's not a good look. It's really not a good look, my girl. It's not a good look at all. I just don't understand y'all. And these are the people that the people look up to. Like, these are the people, these are the examples that we have. Like I said, we had some poor examples coming up. We did. But at the end of the day, like, these people are glorified on social media. Everybody love them. Everybody support them. And they support their violent and ridiculous ass ways. And for what reason? For what reason? We'll never understand the reasons why. But you guys, that's pretty much all I got for Yes for the Mess. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You already know. Also, click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, Follow me on social media. My Twitter and my IG will be down below, and you guys already know that I do follow back on IG. So if you want me to follow you back, just hit me up in the DMs with the Team Scotty message hashtag, and I will definitely follow you back. I mean, your boy is just trying to grow his channel and grow his social media presence. That's all he's trying to do. So just help me out with that shit. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all, your boy is up out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.